into the lane. Oh!
Thomas and James to both get going collectively. Oh,
Demin.
The drive to force Alabama to guard, or you can dribble with Sherrill. Here goes Demin, fouled, and one again. Demin's going to try three. Got it.
Egor Demin on the dribble, a little no look. We're getting close to 8 minutes here. Demin. Jump stop, turn, and score.
Attention, but he's a tremendous coach. You're talking about a guy who was winning 26 games a year for the last 4 years. What a move.
Prove they can make shots from the perimeter. These opposing defenses are going to be so... Alabama with 11 made threes already. Demin going to work on a man up and scores it. Got Diamante, very sweet 16 game in the East Regional semifinal as Demin gets all the way to it over. Nell gives it up. Here's Demin, drives, and...
Demin on the drive. Turns, wheels, and deals, and got it. Here is Demin. He's going to pull up the three. Got it. As far as makes.
Exactly.
Demin on the crossover. And the three for him goes. Point. Traore. Demin try another three. And it goes again. Allen Hall out. 3 points really make you pay. And now Demin found an avenue and scored.
That on the VersaClimber, every single one of the players has gotten sick at some point. So
Saunders now. Shot clock winding down. Demin got it.
4 times in their first 5 possessions. Almost turned it over there.
Demin, 16. They love what he's doing here in Provo. Demin taking it with the left hand.
To go, but that's his shot. They make sure they get a hand in his face. He loves shooting that one-legged Dirk Nowitzki type shot. When a team is locked in and they get high percentage shots out of their baseline out of bounds plays.
Demin.
5 points for Lipsy and 1,000 with that basket in his career. Demin in the corner. 3 is good. Demin drives. Demin off.
In their home whites with the opening possession of the second half. Here's Demin. And he knocked. Demin mid-post. 2 feet in. Spins it off. A 17% three-point shooter on the season. The freshman KJ Tanner. Demin and 1. 11 a game. Here's Demin.
He's dirty things like set the pace, rebound the ball, play that hard defense.
Egor Demin rattles home his
in black with the ball. And the float in 37 years. 4 to shoot for Demin. He does and gets it. Demin surveys and differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Demin. Yes. Go. Demin from the logo. Fires away. It's good. Here's Demin. Wow. Takes it himself.
Egor Demin to the basket. Egor Demin. 3.
McDaniel thought he was fouled. No whistle. Demin on the attack, and he throws
the tempo, making a rock fight.
Demin into the paint, Demin to the basket. This time, Demin to Mag, back toward Demin. Demin speeds to the basket, reverses his field.
You don't want BYU to get comfortable.
Wow. Demin.
Great play.
Floated right to the traffic. Shot clock at 3. Demin throws it up. Demin converts.
Nell Demin down the lane, lays it up, and he buckets. 3 straight starts for Day Thomas, who basically started take the lead going to the half. Demin steps back, fouled, and hits.
Data's going to slow it down. Back for Demin. Long 3. Randy McCall. Shot clock gets down to 7. Demin in a crowd. Got it. Demin driving with a head full of steam and lays it.
Step.
Demin.
Up the whole way. We talked about getting consecutive defensive stops. The first team that can string those together.
Wow. Remember, he's got 4 fouls. Got to play safe. Demin.
And get it inbounded. Very careless.
Demin. Oh! Demin in transition. Pushing. And finishing. Up court to Demin. Demin. Quick trigger. Egor Demin pulls up for 3. Got it. Trevin Nell. Here is Egor Demin, who ended the first.
Has to have a big game if Baylor wants to beat BYU.
Egor Demin. Pull up through.
Play well.
Egor Demin all the way to the level. And Trevor Baskin as well. The Colorado Mesa transfer is Egor Demin down. Egor.
Pace and space. You know, they do it very quickly.
Inside 6 minutes. Egor Demin on the drive. Backdoor Egor Demin.
They're calling him close tonight, Ted.
All night. Demin to the rack. Demin steps in front. Egor Demin. Brantley just a 25% three-point.
Muscles deep in the shot clock. They whip it around the horn. Demin using all the 6'9" length.
To a rhythm and a flow. And they really did that without the 2 freshmen out there, even though we see.
Down low, Demin beat it. Demin takes it himself.
Looks good in the opening couple of possessions. Demin, the blow by. What a fit.
On the drive, and what? Yeah, last night's dinner.
Oh, what a poor pass.
Steal, slam.
Traore kicks it out. Demin off the fake. Lane opens up, and he lays it in. And start. 5 to shoot. It'll be Demin. Right wing for 3. Here's Demin, who has 10 points against Brakefield. You called it. And a double. It's Demin. Game.
Demin, his first 3 tonight. And that Murray turns with the left hand.
Oh, wow.
Demin from way out there. Demin for 3. Got it.
Shooter from out there. When Mims is in, you can sag off a little bit.
Traore with the assist. Demin says, I'm a shooter. Catchings, and Saunders gets it back. Now it's Demin. All the way in. Off. Demin dribbles around the double team.
In sauce, guys. Okay? Get used to it. As Demin knocks.
Demin gets it back from Traore. Pops a 3. On the run, up by 2. Demin off the glass. Demin for 3. Got it. Egor backing in. Draws some contact. Puts up the by Pickens. The officials are letting him play here tonight. Demin left open for 3. 11. First round of the NCAA tournament. 10-8. Really surprised everybody in the big
hedging. So if they get around that hedge, it creates a 2-on-1 situation on the backside, and that's what happened there.
Great feel. Okay, the defense is coming from low. The help's coming low. I'm going to get it to my post player. The help's coming from the outside. I'm going to kick it to the outside.
He wanted to, right? He's a guy that can really get in there from the wing and crash.
Demin for 3. Catchings. Demin for 3.
In him. It's awesome to see what he did. There is a steal. Look at this. He's going to throw it off the backboard. No, he didn't.
He takes it in.
And to Spencer's point, down hall, he is one of the more physical guards in the Big 12. He's not a
7. Demin. Cada.
Most successful this season. Simon now against Demin. Great pass in the corner. Baker for 3.
Shot clock down to 10 for the Cougars. Demin leads. Cada.
Behind the back, Demin kick, mag 3.
that, it's going to be a tough night for you.
Demin on the drive, behind the back pass, out to Nell for three. Got it.
Demin. The feed.
Demin, the pass is a beauty to Mag. 14.
And that's an interesting strategy, looking at it as in 4-minute increments, as we see Saunders right there.
Anytime you reach in front of that official, it's going to get called. Oh! For BYU. How about that drop pass? Egor Demin to Richie.
We're tied at 17 after a couple of missed free throws. Demin, he is so creative.
More confident and more comfortable. He's understanding how to score on a collegiate level.
Demin kicked it.
Cannon is on the floor now for Nate Oates. Stevenson. Saunders springs free. And that's Mag. And down in the corner, Nell. That's what they want.
Defense underneath out of bounds.
Demin steals it. Up ahead, Saunders. And Saunders.
Wisconsin throws it away. Demin leaves it to the lane.
One-man record. He's got 10 points. The rest of the teammates haven't come along for the party.
Wisconsin only shooting 42%, and that's warming up for them.
Well, you want to settle it down, one of the pick and roll action, see what they can get.
Now,
Clemson won this over, right?
No, he had him going a ways.
Okay. He did?
Oh, he probably had him going all the way out.
Oh, wow.
Some of those are going to have to fall in the second half. BYU,
There
they
you go.
still to come. Inside, trail.
We've seen a lot of substitutions already for BYU. What's that shot?
Saunders, wide. Stewart off the kick from Demin. And that one.
BYU with possession. You are right, though. They have 5 team fouls already. That's a catch and shoot three.
Single-digit deficit and kind of put his index finger to his lips to quiet the crowd. Oh.
Double again on this one. Demin whips a pass over to Hall for threes.
Do what they're doing. They got to limit BYU to one shot. Phillips did a nice job on the glass, and Joe Sandin's going to have to make some outside jumpers. Freshman is high energy. He's going to have a big, if they want to have a win tonight, they got a big effect from Miles over the last course of their last couple 4 or 5 games with Phillips, but you keep it for it.
Egor Demin whips it over to Richie Saunders. Three for BYU.
It's just Mr. Hustle. It does a little bit of everything.
Chance for BYU to jump back on top. Here's Trey Stewart. Demin the lob. Here's Nell. Got it.
Carter Bryant at the 4. Basar out of the game.
Inside. Demin with...
With Harris and Demin, and a turnover by Kansas. Leaking out, Mag, the reverse.
We have to be more aggressive than we've been against the pressure. They felt like they've been too passive.
Mag.
Run by BYU. Demin, the freshman phenom, projected lottery pick, out to Saunders.
But he's not open. He's going to find those shots later in the clock.
Stewart for 3.
Here's eyes. Demin. Nell for 3.
Tip to the ball screen defense. Cincinnati drops their bigs. I would show multiple looks on the ball.
Dylan Mitchell back on Egor Demin inside to Keita. Such a good...
To not commit his second foul. He went ahead and let him lay it up.
Demin kicks to the corner. It's on the way.
Some threes. The crowd is into this game, but Arizona hanging around.
Demin to the corner. Catching.
This UCF team has proven they can play with anybody. Oh, this one he took it to the basket. That one he didn't have a good handle on the basketball. You don't have a good handle on the basketball. He's got to regroup. Try to take another one.
The best offensive player for BYU or the opposing team. He just wants to win. To be able to shoot those threes, but that time they didn't take the bait.
Lukosius leads Cincinnati first points tonight. It was 17. They trimmed it to 12. And Richie Saunders.
Demin brings it across. Trevin Nell. 3!
Trevin Nell. 3
for BYU. Don't force anything.
Demin creates an angle. Demin the lob for Cord.
Just out of control. They'll stop, jump stop, and get yourself settled. Feet set. Over and then get easy baskets in transition. And BYU has been just very efficient offensively.
Oklahoma State. Demin finds an open Dallin Hall.
You got to find ways to put him in positions to score.
Here he is, rising.
Demin got the step on Williams. Feeding. Demin against Texas Tech's best on-ball defender, Kevin Overton, finds the cutter. That's despite BYU shooting 2 of 16 from 3 tonight.
But Cougars dodge a bullet as they totally lost Anderson.
Demin. 2 try. Baker got Anderson off his feet.
Pryor missed his first 4 shots, but hit that one. Largest lead of the game, BYU.
15, Kingston Fleming's a top 5 point guard. Good up fake.
Richie Saunders continue. Demin finds Richie Saunders the reverse.
Transfer from Chicago State. They're looking for him to deliver offensively on a consistent basis.
Season they played 4. They'll be playing 4 true games, 4 games in the Eastern Time Zone in the season. Steve Jack for nothing.
And BYU starts with possession. Demin, right side 3 from Hall. Action here early. He can handle the point. He did that when Hall was out with the injury. Catchings again. In transition, Hall off the fake. Kicks it out. Extra pass. It's Nell for 3.
Well, 44% from the field. When they're getting good looks, they're getting buckets.
There's a good look.
Nice. Didn't leave his feet, kept his base. What a pass.
He's calling out to Demin. Nell deep in the corner. Turnover. Here's Demin. Foose. Saunders. Demin, handoff.
High, and they're playing with great tenacity thus far.
Saunders for 3.
About this being the most efficient offensive team BYU has ever had.
Townsend gets in the lane with the right hand, left it short, got his own miss. Second opportunity
on early in this possession.
Colorado 340th in the country in terms of turnovers.
He has got great vision, can throw it with either hand. Very creative offensive player.
Largest lead for the Cougars. Sean Jope, and there's the hands of
with the offensive board. Here comes Arturo Dean. Over the first 9 minutes of this second half. Thompson moves it to Keller. Oh! Coming off a 16-point game yesterday. Bulk of that game in the second half. And now Ole Miss 5-5 with the ball. Brakefield spinning on Demin.
Offense. Those are green light shots for both Nell and Dallin Hall.
Reddick. Blocked by Demin.
I guess their 3 field goals are all assisted.
Gonzalez has it. Gets a screen. Now Payne driving on Demin. Swatted away.
First half. High scoring affair as we thought it would be. To take that charge now. Zone defense underneath out of bounds. Demin steals it.
Up baseball left. We've got a lot of basketball left too.
Inside, Francis had it stripped low. Jefferson against Saunders. Double team came. Queta back in with 2 fouls. Now Demin. Heisey did not shoot the 3. Might have had an opening. Jones to Jefferson, who's back in.
Pass to Tom. Doesn't allow him to have anything. 4 seconds. You got to get one up quick.
Shot clock is at 1. Ball tipped out.
He's done a phenomenal job so far.
Speaking of the NBA, there is heat all over.
Deflected. Egor. Now 5 on the timer. Intercept.
Hard on today, knowing that was coming. The communication was not where it needed to be. Get hung up in the screen, and Nell's got a 3.
Strip from Harris.
On the open man.
Instead, ASU has seemingly given it up after 3-2 now.
Yeah, last night's dinner.
Oh, what a
every time someone comes.
And can't let BYU get multiple second chance opportunities. Gotta do their very a program with a lot of history.
Anderson into the game. He's got the ball. And lose at 5 3-pointers on the season.
He's great, Keba, but then after that, who are you bringing in?
Yeah, that's a great question. Somebody's got to
NBA range, so you see that he has it in him. It's awesome to see what he did. There is, it's
crazy.
We're picked 9th, right? Like,
how about Baylor just
be picked